Okay, I'm back with a video on a basic overcalling flowchart. So this is when they've opened the bidding on your right and you're stuck with a hand where you're not sure if you need to take action or not. So, yep, they're on. so just to clear up a couple of misconceptions, and I can say this until I'm blue in the face and I'll just make the same video next week, I guarantee. You could save yourself a lot of heartache if you listen now. Two of the main issues I see with people abusing overcalls. The thoughts are, A, I have a hand that I would have opened the bidding with, opening bid strength, I must act. If that is your algorithm, this video is for you. That's a broken algorithm. The second one is this idea that seems to be floating around some places where you can overcall on less than opening hands. Therefore, if you double and then bid a suit that shows an opening hand, that's garbage. That shows a much, much better hand than that. So again, without further ado, here is my quick chat on overcalls. And like any good teacher, I'm going to put the screen on the overhead here and read it to you. Okay, so it really is as simple as this, folks. Like, you know, we could get a little bit more nuanced within the 6 bullet points, but this is how the thinking goes in my head in order. Okay. Overcalls. We overcall for one of 3 reasons. In priority order, basically. 1, get to a game. 2, win the part score battle. 3, get the right lead from partner. Simple. Our basic overcalling flowchart in the direct seat should look like this. Okay, we're concentrating on where they've opened the bidding on our right. If we were in the balancing chair, like they've opened on our left, it goes pass, pass. Be a little bit different. Let's stick to the direct seat for right now. Okay, number 1. Overcall 1 no trump with 15 to 18 balanced and a stoppers in their suit. Done. We know what to do with 15 to 18 balanced and a stopper in their suit. We overcall 1 no trump. What about the rest of the hands? Well, sometimes, every once in a while, you're going to get just dealt an enormous pile of high card points. Let's call it 19 or more. Okay. If you have that and a balanced hand, we need a double first. Okay. And then we could either bid no trump over that as cheaply as possible to show, hey, a king more than what like a 1 no trump overcall would have looked like. Or we could bid our own 5-card suit and partner's going to get the picture that, look, we have a gigantic hand, something like 19 plus with this suit. Okay. Number 3, make a takeout double with shortness in their suit, 3+ card support for the other suits, and something resembling an opening hand. I put 10+ high card points because people always want to pin you down on high card points. Okay. So we know what to do with a ton of high card points. We know what to do with shortness in their suit in a reasonable hand. The 4th option would be use Michael's or an unusual 2 no trump overcall. If you've got 5/5 plus shape and enough hand playing strength, vulnerability considerations to be competing. Some of that you're going to have to calibrate for yourself, but you can be pretty aggressive with 5/5 shape, right? I'm guessing that if anybody needs to be calibrated, it's towards the more open it up a little bit more rather than tighten it up. That's not for John Kirby, though. Whatever he thinks needs to be tightened up. So we do that with 5/5 plus shape. It would be my recommendation that you stick to 5/5 plus. And number 5, overcall 5+ card suit at the 1 level with a good suit and or a good hand. Okay, if you meet one of those 2 requirements, we're satisfying one of the 3 reasons for overcalling. And number 6 in bold, if you know anything about what I like to talk about in bridge, it's that I like to shun 2 of a minor overcalls that are made on trash. So number 6 is overcall to 2 level if it's still reasonable for us to get to a game. Note that you want to tighten up 2 of a minor overcalls. Little m is minor, because you need 11 tricks for game. And overcalling when partner's a passed hand. If partner's a passed hand, you have a key piece of information that they couldn't bid. So all of your bids need to be tightened up if we're still trying to get to a game, right? And overcalling at the with like two of a minor. This is the one that even good players abuse. You'll see 2 of a minor overcalls over and over and over on a mundane 13 high card point hand with a bad 5-card suit. You can really gain an edge by stopping doing this. Okay. If there's something Don't reason that, hey, everybody else is doing it, I'll just stay with the field. That's nonsense. If somebody's doing something demonstrably wrong, you have an amazing opportunity to gain an edge on everyone who's doing the incorrect thing. A lot of the two of minor overcalls are squarely in that camp. Okay, and at the bottom of the page, you see a couple consequences of this decision tree. Number one, we might pass with a hand we would have opened. Say that one again. We might pass with a hand that would have opened. If your algorithm is, I must find a non-pass call if I have a good hand, your algorithm is broken. If we don't satisfy one of those 6 steps in the recipe, pass is your call. And number two, if it's not accomplishing at least one of the 3 objectives, you should be passing. Remember, our 3 objectives are get to a game, win the part score battle, get the right lead from partner. That's overcalling in a nutshell. It's not quite as complicated as people try to make it. And remember, this is an overarching theme. Have a reason, a tactical reason for the bids you're making. In fact, like even in ordinary situations, it would probably help to ask yourself, slow down, ask yourself why you are making the bid you are making or playing the card that you're playing. Slow down, get the distractions out of your head. It makes the game a lot clearer if you force yourself to answer even seemingly obvious why questions. If it's because I got ants in my pants and I haven't played a hand in 3 boards and I'm just bored sitting here, that's the wrong answer. Okay. If it's I'm going to mess with them, that's the wrong answer. Have an objective idea of why you're doing the things you're doing. Amen. Go Braves. Hope you enjoyed the video.